Hey everybody, this is Dean. I just found out I'm going to be speaking in Vancouver, BC on November 14th. And for those of you that are trying right now to get things ready for this next year, I really encourage you to come out and take a look at what we've got going on. You're going to meet some of the most ambitious people from all ages. There's going to be a lot of business owners there in their early 20s to their late 80s. It's going to be a very unique crowd. A lot of the people in the crowd are already multi-millionaires. And you're going to see from that angle all the way down to the newest person that's just getting a company started. From every walk of life, every culture there is. And I'm going to be talking about some global trends and emerging trends. Now, I don't claim to have all the answers, but I have run a company since I was 19 years of age, and I'm like 22 now. And and I've got business in 18 countries, and it does millions in volume. So I've been asked to speak. I feel I'm blessed to go. But we're going to be talking about some global trends. We're going to be talking about that if you're out of position and you sort of feel it, or you're just off your stride and you know it, whether it's your marriage, your time management, your finances, or maybe this technology and as fast as things are changing, if you've read The Tipping Point or Blink, any of Malcolm Gladwell stuff, or Harry S. Dent, or you're paying attention with what's going to happen in Canada after the Olympics, any of that stuff. It's an hour worth of your time. I really encourage you to come take a look at who we are, and I promise no matter what, if you currently run a business, we will help you embrace some things, handle some limiting beliefs, and maybe embrace some trends and extend them to help your current business. And if you're looking for a business, you might choose to work with us in our industry, which is sports nutrition, the basic stuff that sells no matter what the economy is doing. But if you'd just like to hear some success stories, I'd really encourage you to get there. Now that's from 7 to 8. Now from about 8-ish, 8:15, 8:30 on, we're going to have some local people in the community whose businesses have been succeeding cross stage. So it's going to be like a little Olympics ceremony for all the local entrepreneurs. Because you always get the magazine that says the Forbes, top 100 people. But the problem is, sometimes they're too far out of reach. I don't know about you, but when I was getting my first couple companies going at 22 and 23 and 24, I wanted to see people that looked like me, that maybe were applying all the stuff I'd read on the DVD The Secret, or Think and Grow Rich, 3 Feet from Gold, or Robert Kiyosaki. I'd read these books, but I wanted to meet people that were like me, that were just getting off the ground. And you're going to see people get recognized every age, culture, just 80 years old to 20 years old. You're going to see it all. So get to that session, which is about 8:30-ish, 9-ish, and then I'm supposed to afterwards come back up and not talk so much in general about the world, but just to talk about what I had to go through mentally to get my personal company off the ground. And I hope it doesn't bore you, but I like to have fun. I'm very witty. I had to build this business as a single, and I had to build it as a single dad. So any of you single parents out there, I'm going to talk about the mind game of what I had to do, because I was 23, 24, 25, and guys, I wanted to have fun, but I also had to get my company off the ground. So I had to learn to balance that whole act. And then I had to learn to not let my age or the fact that I was a single parent scare me from thinking other people weren't going to value my opinion or work in my company. So there's a lot of things I had to overcome. Worst case, I'm going to make a lot of fun of people in the crowd because when I have to overcome the issues, I think it's funny to watch other people in the crowd wiggle. So it's going to be a lot of interaction. We're going to have a great time, and it's only a few hours. So if you just want to help your company, get to the first session. But if you want to know the mind game and get rid of some of those urban myths, maybe declutter a little bit, get to the second session. Worst case, you'll meet a great couple named Fenton and Susie and a lot of their leaders. Cho Lim's up there, Esmond and Marianne are up there, Phil and Candace Cox are up there, Ram is up there, Andy and Anita Stewart might be there, they're in Victoria, Jim and Wendy Clapp are up in that area, Willie and Jane Eng are up in that area. There's a few other couples I don't really want to mention, but I guessed Harv and Rumman, but they're a gray area. But for the rest of us, come on, man. Get out here, have a great time. We'll talk to you soon.